All right. Good morning, everybody. Dr. Rafich here, Vet Triage, August 25th, Sunday, 8:05 a.m. Pacific Time. Let's talk about equine emergencies. So, Vet Triage just had Vet Triage Equine 24/7 video calls with equine veterinarians. And we find, similar to non equine species, that the vast majority are not actual emergencies. So, um, we'll talk about equine emergencies and their challenges that they face and all that good stuff. So the equine veterinary community is struggling even more so than the non-equine. They are facing decreased numbers of equine veterinarians graduating from vet school because most veterinarians want to do dogs and cats. They are also suffering very early retirement times, and so they're losing equine practitioners at a faster rate than they can replace them. And then finally, on the reason why this is happening, I guess, is that their work-life balance is completely off. They are on call 24/7. They sometimes don't even get paid for being on call, and they it's exhausting. It's causing burnout, so they end up leaving the profession. So those are just some of the issues they're dealing with. Now, equine owners are also, a lot of them, quite experienced with horse issues. However, they're not doctors, and but because they're so confident in their knowledge base, they feel as though they know when there's an emergency or not an emergency. Um, so given all that information, what is that we can do to help both the veterinarian and the horse owners? Oh, and by the way, the other struggles with the horse owners is that, if you're relying on like a single veterinarian in town to be on call 24/7 and they happen to be sick, or they don't hear their phone go off, they're on vacation or whatever, then you're kind of screwed there. Or if you are new to an area with your horse and don't know where to go for emergency, or don't know if it is an emergency, then you need vet triage help. So what we end up doing on vet triage is we create an entire platform for vet triage and for equine, and pet owners, horse owners can go on that platform and talk to a veterinarian 24/7 live on video or phone if you live in a remote area. And so there are some common diseases that we see on vet triage equine. These are the same medical conditions that are commonplace in brick and mortar as well. So there's three big ones. There's many more, of course, but there's three most popular ones. Number one is colic. Colic it literally means abdominal pain, abdominal discomfort, and in horses it's very, very common. It can be caused by a variety of reasons, and usually if it's a variety of reasons, it means that either it's a complex disease or we don't really have the reason. We don't really know for sure. So we have a bunch of different associations, and we think, okay, well, colic can be caused by these 100 things. Anyway, colic to most horse owners is an automatic emergency. However, there's actually a spectrum of colic from mild to really severe, and so you'd want to talk to the veterinarian to figure out where on the spectrum you are, because if we can have you avoid an emergency visit, then we can manage the colic at home. So colic is a very common one, and sometimes it's manageable at home with no big deal, problem solved. Other times they need emergency surgery and everything in between. So it's quite the wide spectrum. All right. Now another common issue is give me one second here, is choke. And choke is a condition where there's a swallowing problem. Something gets stuck in the throat area of the horse, and they need that to be dislodged somehow. Horses, unless they're very, 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 very sick, they don't throw up, they don't vomit. So making them throw up is not an option, and you have to have a stomach tube and try to push it down to their stomach. and that can't always be done. Um, guys, I'm gonna have to end the live stream now. I will see you guys again tomorrow. We'll continue the discussion. Thank you.